Hello, and welcome to another episode of the You Are Not Alone podcast. My name is Debbie Gold, and I'm here with my co-host and son, Greg, and we are so glad that you're here with us. Each week on this show, we will talk about informative issues that will make you think and help you grow. It is our wish that you will find hope, encouragement, and a little bit of Jesus in every episode. Hey there, welcome back to the You Are Not Alone podcast. I'm here with Greg.
Hello.
Hey, it's Debbie. And it's Friday afternoon and we are ready for the weekend. I don't know about you, but I have had a very productive, long, go nonstop week.
Yeah, long week would be the description for me too, I think. So.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, we want to talk about being stuck. Greg and I were chatting about it, and we both have been feeling that way, like we've been stuck, like there's no movement in our life. We're, even though I'm busy, I just feel like there's so many things that I'm kind of hung up on and stuck. Like one of my situations, Greg, is the rental house that we have that I put all that work in September. Like I spent 24/7 there. It felt like, furnishing it, cleaning it, doing all these fun things, but yet tiring and wearing things after a while.
You were working. Like you would wake up 7 a.m. and I'd wake up like 8, and you'd already be gone over there. You'd get home around like 4, sometimes like that. It was a productive day, and you'd just be working your butt off. And
sometimes even later.
Sometimes even later. Oh yeah.
And I was thinking today, I was out, and I was like, why didn't I just sleep there? Because I got the beds moved in, right? And I was so like, nice, why didn't I just stay there and get the rest of my stuff done? But I kept going back and forth. But anyways, whatever. But yeah, so I feel like, okay, I worked so hard September to get that done, and I put it out, on my different webs or my different
sites,
apps and sites for rent, and that was October 2nd, and I still haven't rented it. And so I'm just going, oh my gosh, when am I going to get somebody? I put a lot of energy and time and money into this, and I'm not getting I'm getting responses, but they're not working out.
Right.
For whatever reason.
I don't know. You put so much effort into that house, and I've spent the night there a couple times, and it is amazing. Yeah. So it's like when people see the potential of this place, they're going to just flock to it.
Yeah. So
it's going to work out.
When I think about it, it's been 18, 17 days since it's really been on the market. That's not bad.
That's not long at all.
So, but then on top of that, it was the summer heat that had been going on we're finally getting a little relief right now.
It's so nice.
But it was all summer, and
tell me about it.
I was just like, is this ever going to end? And it's 100 degrees every single day or more. And it's just, it wears you out.
It does.
It sucks you dry.
Yeah, it sucks the energy out of you. The hot sun and stuff like that. Yeah, it's terrible. So.
And then we're trying to get a vehicle for Chase, and we're trying to find the right one that's in our budget, that is going to last him through college, has low mileage.
And the first one was a dud.
A dud. We blew that. We don't want to talk about that one.
Let's put that behind us.
That's right. It's in the past. We're not going there. It just feels like there's so much weighing, and I feel so stuck on all these things, and I just really want some movement, and I want to go forward. And I think the economy doesn't add to that, or adds to that as well. It's like the economy's bad. You get concerned about spending money.
Yeah.
Dad and I talk about selling our house and moving, somewhere, getting a house somewhere else. And you're scared to do that because
you don't know what's going to happen.
Well, the market's down right now. You really can't sell anything and get any money for it. And, and then try to find a different, it's just a bad time all over, and economically. And it's a time where you don't really want to do those kind of big things because it's uncertain. It's uncertain. It's maybe not the wisest thing to do. I've been feeling stuck, feeling like there's no movement. I think that's a really good way to say it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like my life is progressing. I'm feeling stuck. There we go.
Yeah. That's pretty relatable. Not moving, just, yeah. For me, it's a little different. I lose motivation a lot. I lose energy as well, I think. But overall, motivation's like the main thing for me when I feel stuck, I think. So, because I mean, you're just like we were talking earlier, you said you're in this pit, you know? You were saying, and I was like,
I'm in the pit of the stuck.
Yeah, it's like you can't get out.
The pitiest.
Yeah, it's like you're in this deep hole and you're trying to get out.
So in this pit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bad feeling, so.
Stuck pit.
Yeah.
Not good.
Not a good feeling, no.
So you're feeling unmotivated?
Yeah. I think I am. For sure.
Yeah.
So, think about it, yeah. So, but I'm taking steps to like get out of the stuckness, you know, and it's helping. So, like the gym recently, and that has just been tremendous. So,
yeah, that's
gym,
awesome.
so.
I'm glad you got back into that.
Getting a routine is so helpful for me. So,
and so you started, what was that, Tuesday? I think. Yeah, Tuesday. You went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I took a free day yesterday. I didn't go yesterday. You took your free day today, which is Friday. And when I was at the gym, the trainer said, Greg's been coming every day. And I go, yes, he has. It's so wonderful.
Yeah.
And he took a free day today.
Or off day, yeah.
An off day. And Eric said, that's okay.
Yeah, off days are good.
Yeah,
so.
You got to have an off day.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but I'm proud of you for that, getting back into that. I know it was important to you when you were last year at college. And
extremely.
Yeah.
So I want to get back into that shape way better, too. Because I've gained so much strength from, summer landscaping and all that, too. So I can just add the strength and the work ethic. I'll get there. So.
Yeah.
Helps with motivation, too, which is what I need right now. So
it totally does.
Yeah.
I think it gives you more energy, too.
It does. You're pushing yourself and stuff like that. And setting new goals, stuff like that. So.
Feeling good about yourself, all
it's
those
great.
things. Yeah, there's so much that can come out of that, for sure. Love it. Stuck. I think one of the big things that I was reminded of this week in doing my studies and my time with God is that God uses the difficult times in our lives to build our faith with Him, but also to develop our character and to make us stronger. And I know that because I've been through difficult times before. We all have them, and we always will. But to keep in mind those things, that if I stick to it, if I head down, that I know that I'm going to become a better person, and I'm going to become a stronger person because of it, and I'm going to learn from it.
Yeah, there's this saying, it's like, tough times create tough men,
Yeah.
Because, people go through hardships and stuff, and, you can realize that there could be, almost a lesson in sometimes tragedies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can learn something, maybe something about yourself, or you can take away a lot. So it just depends on how you look at it, I think. So.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. And that kind of leads me to, so how you respond to your difficulties has everything to do with what your next steps are going to be in your life. So, you can choose to go, poor me, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Right. Which we talked about a couple weeks ago. Or you can go, okay, God's got this. This is me now. And there are some things that I can do that are going to get me through. And that's kind of what I wanted to share today and for us to have a discussion about. So the first thing about that is to, don't give up. Just trust that this too is going to pass. This is just a little season in my life right now.
This too shall pass. Yeah.
Right. And it's a season in my life. It's something that's going on. And this is not going to be me stuck here forever.
Might be difficult, but we'll get through it.
Right. So. Excellent. Excellent thing to say. Excellent thing to remember.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is do what's right. And when I say that, I really am thinking about what can we do that we would normally be doing. So don't get stuck in the self-pity, but put your focus on someone else. Help other people.
Try to make someone's day, something like that.
Make someone's day. Go help someone out. Go volunteer. Do whatever.
Yeah.
Keep your focus on your relationship with God. And, just trust where you are right now. Just know that this is where I'm supposed to be. Hardest thing to do ever, because you're like, why me?
Yeah.
Right.
I want to go back to that one point where you're like helping other people out and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It like when you help somebody, like let's say I give this guy on the side of the street, you know, some food and stuff like that. I feel better about myself afterwards. Knowing that I helped him out in times of need and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it raises your attitude. I think for however long it does. So it helps me. So
Yeah.
just doing good things. It makes you feel good.
Makes you feel better or feel good.
Yeah.
Just feel good. And that's got to takes your mind off that other stuff, that baggage
stuck
that's
feeling
hanging
or
there.
whatever.
Yeah. So we got, never give up. Know that this is going to pass. Second, let's do what's right. Let's focus on others and trust where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
The third thing is don't isolate yourself. Oh gosh, this is huge. You got to reach out to people.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you isolate, what are you going to do, Greg? What do you think?
Overthink and just moan and just be all
Poor
sad.
me. You're going to stay in that little pit.
Right.
That pit of stuck.
Mm-hmm. Not a fun pit.
Right. We don't want to be in that pit. I know, just for example, yesterday I went and had my hair done and get my color and all that. And not that I wouldn't do that anyway, but it's a good example. I was sharing with my Katrina, the lady that does my hair, about something going on in my life. And she's always got really good advice or insight into things.
I gotta
right?
say, you were gone for a decent while. I was wondering if you were chatting it up.
Yeah. It was longer than usual.
Uh-huh,
Yeah.
I could tell.
But anyways, it was really good that I didn't isolate what was going on inside of me, and I shared something with her, and she gave me some insight into something. I don't want to get into detail, but just gave me a different she gave me her perspective on the situation when I was kind of making my mind up and going in one direction.
Getting a different perspective is so good. Because sometimes in your own perspective, you overthink things. With like worry or stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, getting a fresh idea from, a different perspective is so important. So anyway, don't isolate yourself. Tell people what's going on with you, right? I think it's very important to do that.
Yeah.
And you might be surprised what people say and what rings true for you and could impact you in a way you never thought possible.
Mm-hmm. I always like to get like a different perspective on it too. Because a different mindset is better. And if you're in like a negative mindset, let's say, someone with like a neutral mindset can just like see the situation clearly and understand what's happening. So I think it's really important to talk to other people, stuff like that with problems and stuff.
Yeah. So speaking of not isolating yourself and reaching out to people, I have another example I want to share in my life. So with all this going on, it was a couple weeks ago I reached out to the supper club group.
Oh yeah.
My ladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just asked them to pray for me. And here's just some of the responses. I'm just going to read some of the things that they said that stuck out to me. I know God will provide a way. It's going to work out.
Mm-hmm.
We love you guys. Stay strong and keep the faith.
Yeah, support a friend group right there.
I know. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
So that's what you can get by reaching out. That was so uplifting to me, and it gave me hope that I just need to keep my head down, stay in my faith, and this is all going to work out over time.
That's why I like surrounding yourself with positive people is so important.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
You don't want to be with those people that are always negative Nancy and stuff like that, because then they'll just drag you down to their level.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
And you'll develop the same mindset that they did, So
yeah, then you get going on that. So having people in your lives that can be good support people for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people that like tell it how it is,
Honest.
I hate people that snowflake stuff, They hide the truth from you and they tell you it the soft way. It's like, I want to know what happened and how it happened. I don't want to beat around the bush.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
That can mess up somebody's feelings or what they're thinking or anything. So just be
you want the
upfront.
truth.
Yeah, the truth and only the truth and the upfront truth. So it's good for helping people because they can think clearly about it. So
right. Okay, so then the fourth thing after don't isolate yourself is just don't stop believing. Just know that this is going to improve with time. You know, whether that's putting your faith in God or, you know, however, just know that it's going to improve and you are not going to be stuck here forever. And sometimes I have to look back and go, I remember that time when it was really, really hard, but I got through that.
Mm-hmm. And look at me now.
And look at me now. Yes, I'm good and I'm better because of it. And so I know that this too is going to pass. This too shall pass, as they say.
I feel like taking your mind off, like, let's say you have a lot of stuff on your plate like you do, right? Taking your mind off, like, all the other stuff that you have to do, like the Shenandoah house, you know, getting a car, yada, yada, yada. All that other stuff, and just focusing on the small things in life, it helps so much with your mindset and attitude, I think.
So, like, example of a small thing. Like, for me, maybe.
Going outside and sitting on the front porch. It is so nice.
I know, right?
It's a beautiful day, right? And just, you come out and you're like, it's a good day, smile on your face. It's all going to be all right.
Yeah.
So, just, like, focusing on the smaller things.
Right.
So,
right. Really, those little things.
They matter.
Just breathing.
Yeah, you're lucky to be alive.
Right. Just going, okay, slow down and breathe.
Yeah.
You know, or go sit on the front porch when the weather's beautiful.
Take a minute, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I talked
a little bit or something.
Right. I talked about that last time, where I hadn't been in my quiet time with the Lord every morning in September because I was so focused on Shenandoah and getting that furnished and ready to rent again. And like, I totally missed the most important thing in my life for like a whole month. Isn't that nuts how you just get up and get going?
You get distracted.
Yeah.
You get distracted and your priorities change. So.
Yeah. So anyway, don't stop believing. It's all gonna all gonna work out.
It always does.
And then finally, move. Take a step. Whatever that is. And I want to read something to you because I love this little story. It's a little story. It's about a donkey. And I get this story from Joyce Myers, who's a Christian author and speaker. And she doesn't know this, but she's been my mentor for probably 20 years. Like, I love this lady.
I've seen her face around our house since I can remember.
Yeah, in the mail and the da-da-das. Yeah.
And stuff like that, yeah.
Anyway, she's amazing. She's got podcasts and TV shows.
I looked her up to see if, like, how authentic is this Joyce Myers? I looked her up for my own. And she's a nonprofit. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, that's great.
She's got ministries all over the world.
Yeah.
Where she you know.
Just helps young people bring to the Lord and stuff like that.
Kids with cleft lips, they get surgery, they dig wells, they just do all this crazy stuff. Trafficking, help women get out of trafficking. She's all over the place. Yeah. It's crazy. And she's got her whole family involved in this ministry.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
So, all her kids, she's got 4 kids, I believe, and
she's
her husband.
She's provided a lot for people, so.
Anyway, so I love Joyce Myers, and she tells a story, and I've heard it different times, and here it goes. You may have heard the story about a donkey that fell into a well. Upon seeing what happened, his owner thought about it for a while, and then he decided the pit was too deep and the donkey was too old, so he decided to bury him in the well. He called some friends and neighbors to help, and they began to shovel dirt into the pit. At first, the donkey cried out, obviously terrified of the situation. Later, however, his owner noticed that he'd gotten quiet and thought he'd probably already had died. But the donkey had not died. And when the owner looked down in the pit, he saw that every time the dirt fell on its back, the donkey would shake it off and step on it, packing it down under his hoofs. This continued for hours until finally the donkey had packed enough dirt to lift himself up and out of the pit. Okay. Like I said, I've heard this story so many times and I love it. And I'm always reminded of, I have to move.
That little donkey's got some stamina.
No kidding, right? He didn't give up.
Well, he thought about a way to get out of it.
Yeah.
And Good idea. Smart donkey.
Yeah. So I don't want to be the donkey in the pit.
No.
I want to be on
getting its way out of the pit.
Exactly. I want to be on the move.
Yeah.
And I want to take steps that might lead me to getting unstuck. So I'm not going to stand still, be in the pit. I'm going to take steps to get unstuck. So I think that's...
the donkey thought about the solutions and made it happen.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know that story. That's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's kind of what you're doing with your working out, getting back at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You're not letting yourself be stuck.
Yeah, I'm just stepping on the sand now.
Yeah.
So, trying to get unstuck. So it's working. So
Yeah.
It's helping.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, whether we're stuck in our relationships or our finances or our health or whatever it happens to be, we just got to keep moving.
Always.
Find a way.
Just keep moving. Just keep swimming.
Just do it. It's going to either help or it's not, but you just got to keep at something.
Yeah.
Keep moving forward.
Like Doris said in Finding Nemo, just keep swimming.
Is that what she said?
Oh yeah. How do you not know? Come
I
on
don't know. Too many of those movies back then.
Oh my gosh, so many different Disney and Pixar movies. It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know if I have anything else to share today. How about you?
I think I discussed everything.
Okay.
I think we're
You
all
want to
good.
share? All
I
right.
like that. I like that donkey story. That was pretty good.
That is so
I
awesome.
was like, "Where are you going with this?" And then all of a sudden, the donkey's dead. No.
No, the donkey didn't die.
I was like, "That's pretty cruel. Just leave the old donkey in there," and then the donkey figured a way out. I was like, "Sweet."
And donkeys, they're not smart, right?
Not really.
No. So that's pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
But when there's a will, there's a way. So there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I love that saying.
Yeah. All right. So call to action. So I think, gosh, I don't know. See if there's a place that you're stuck in your lives.
Try to think about it and digest where you're feeling stuck or in the stuck pit. You know?
Yeah. Where are you in a pit somewhere?
Are you in the stuck pit?
Is it a relationship pit or is it a...
Is it relationships, money, finance, kids,
Right.
bigger problems, smaller problems, job? I don't know. It could be anything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
anything.
So identify that and then try to keep in mind some of the things that we talked about today. Don't give up.
And start digging yourself out of that pit.
Dig yourself out. Take some steps.
Mm-hmm.
Do some good for other people. Don't isolate yourself. And just don't stop believing because it will get better.
Always.
Yeah. All right. I guess that's our wrap for today. And so glad that you were here with us. Thank you for listening. And just remember, you're not alone.
You are not alone.
All right. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right. Take care. We'll talk to y'all soon.
All right.